Web hacking isn't just typing random commands in a dark terminal hoping something explodes. It's like solving puzzles, except the puzzle is a live website. And the prize? Real money. And sometimes a company paying you thousands just to say, "Hey bro, you left the door open." But here's the part nobody tells beginners. Web hacking is fun if you take it in a fun way, because every website you see, Instagram, Netflix, banking apps, shopping sites, they all run on one thing called APIs. Every click, every login, every payment, every search. It's just requests and responses flying back and forth. And once you understand that, you stop seeing websites as magic. You see them as systems. And systems break. Everything runs on web applications now. Banking, hospitals, government portals, startups, e-commerce, crypto platforms. Literally everything. If you can hack web apps, you understand the internet. And if you understand the internet, you can become a pen tester, do freelance security, join red teams, or go into bug bounty. Bug bounty is where companies literally pay you for finding bugs. And some people, they make six figures doing it. Not by being genius, but by being persistent. Let's talk about tools which lead you there, because tools make this game more fun. First, we have Burp Suite. This is the king of web hacking. Burp Suite is basically your middleman between you and the website. When you browse normally, the communication looks like this. You to website. When you turn on Burp Proxy, the flow changes to you to Burp to website. This middle position, that's power. You can intercept requests, modify parameters, change cookies, replay requests, fuzz inputs, brute force login forms, test APIs. Beginners use it to learn, pros live inside it. If you master Burp, you understand how the web really talks. Second, Kaido. Kaido is like the modern, fast, clean alternative to Burp. Built with performance in mind. Lightweight, smooth UI, designed for serious web hunters. It does proxy interception traffic analysis, API testing, automated workflows. Some bug bounty hunters prefer it because it feels faster and more flexible. Think of it as Burp's stylish younger brother who goes to the gym. Then, Nmap. Nmap is Reconnaissance. Before attacking a house, you check how many doors and windows it has. Nmap scans open ports, running services, versions, operating systems. If port 80 or 443 is open, there's a web app. If strange ports are open, there might be admin panels, APIs, staging servers. It doesn't hack. It reveals the surface. And good hackers never attack blind. Recon-NG. Recon-NG is OSINT automation. It collects subdomains emails, employee names, public leaks, metadata. It's like running background checks on your target. Bug bounty hunters use it before touching anything technical, because information is leverage. Subfinder. Big companies don't just have one domain. They have multiple domains like apicompany.com, devcompany.com, betacompany.com, internalcompany.com. Subfinder helps discover hidden subdomains. And guess what? The main website is usually secure. The forgotten subdomain? That's where the gold is. Gobuster. Gobuster brute forces directories. You give it a word list. It guesses hidden paths like /admin, /backup, /test, /old. Sometimes developers forget to remove old files. Sometimes backup folders are exposed. Gobuster doesn't guess randomly. It systematically knocks on every door. And eventually, one opens. Katana. Katana is a fast web crawler. It maps URLs, endpoints, parameters. JavaScript files, modern web apps are dynamic. They load content via API. Katana helps uncover hidden endpoints, deep routes, forgotten paths. It shows you the entire attack surface, and attack surface equals opportunity. Nuclei. Nuclei is automation at scale. You give it templates. It scans for known vulnerabilities like misconfigurations, exposed panels known, CVE's default credentials. It's extremely powerful, but here's the warning. Automation finds noise. Manual skills find money. Use Nuclei to assist, not replace, your brain. EasyXSS, EasyXSS. It helps detect blind XSS. Sometimes you inject payload and nothing happens, but behind the scenes, it triggers in admin panels or dashboards. It gives you a callback system. If the payload executes later, you get notified. Silent bugs, hidden impact, big payouts. SQLMap. SQLMap automates SQL injection. Instead of manually crafting payloads, it tests everything for you. If injection exists, it can dump databases, extract tables, pull credentials. But here's reality. If you don't understand SQL injection manually, you'll never use SQLMap properly. Learn the vulnerability first, automate later. What web fingerprints technologies? It tells you, is this WordPress? Is it running Apache or Nginx? What CMS version? What frameworks? Why does that matter? Because vulnerabilities are often version specific. If you know the tech stack, you know where to look. Most beginners do this. Watch 100 YouTube tutorials, install tools, type random commands, get confused, and quit. Don't be that guy. Start structured. Start with Portswigger Web Security Academy. This is free. It teaches SQL injection, XSS, CSRF, authentication bypass, access control flaws, business logic bugs, and it's hands-on. You don't just read, you attack real labs. This builds fundamentals. OWASP Top 10. This is basically the most wanted list of web vulnerabilities. If you master SQL injection, broken authentication, access control issues, security misconfigurations, you're already ahead of 70% of beginners. Then move to Try Hack Me and Hack the Box. These platforms gamify hacking. You solve challenges, you get flags, you level up, it becomes addictive. Like leveling a character in a game. But the skill is real. When you're confident, you go live. Platforms like HackerOne, BugCrowd, Synack. Companies list programs. You test, you find bugs, you report responsibly, you get paid. Some payouts, $100 for small bugs, $1,000 for serious flaws, $10,000 plus for critical vulnerabilities. And yes, some hackers have made millions. But here's reality. It's not luck, it's pattern recognition. The more apps you test, the more patterns you see, the easier it becomes to spot flaws. Here's what makes learning fun instead of frustrating. Learn how HTTP works. Learn how APIs work. Learn cookies, tokens, sessions. Use browser dev tools daily. Break your own test applications. Read real bug bounty write-ups. And most importantly, stay consistent. 1 lab per day, 1 vulnerability per week, 1 deep dive per month. That's how you compound. Web hacking is like solving mysteries. If you want to learn web hacking the fun way, don't chase tools. Chase understanding. Start with Portswigger. Master OWASP Top 10. Practice on Try Hack Me and Hack the Box. Move to real bug bounty platforms. Stay patient, stay consistent, and remember, web hacking isn't about breaking things. It's about understanding how things break. And once you understand that, you're not just a hacker, you're dangerous. If you found this video helpful, subscribe, like, share it with your hacker friend who still thinks running Nmap makes him elite. And comment down below what you have in your mind, and I will see you in the next one.